Hey guys, welcome back to the Garrison Garden here at Fort Dobbs State Historic Site. Today, heirloom seeds and seed saving are very popular with home gardeners, but it's certainly not a new practice. And in fact, in today's video, we're going to take a look at an 18th century method of cucumber seed saving. One of my favorite primary source documents that I use in the garden here at Fort Dobbs is John Randolph's book, A Treatise on Gardening. John Randolph lived in Williamsburg, Virginia, where he served as Virginia's Attorney General. He served under the last royal governor, Lord Dunmore, in Virginia. Randolph was an avid gardener, and he had studied the methods in Philip Miller's English Gardener's Dictionary. He had adapted those methods to the climate of Virginia, which was a lot different from England, and in the mid-1760s he wrote his book, A Treatise on Gardening, to talk about some of those methods. The book is divided up into different sections depending on the different vegetables, and in the cucumber section he talks about a method of saving seeds that he says is very popular. So I've got a couple cucumbers on the vine here that have left to grow since they came out in mid-May or so. It's now the first week of August, so we're ready to harvest those and try out this method of seed saving from Randolph's book. Okay guys, welcome into the storeroom here at Fort Dobbs. The storeroom would have probably been where the soldiers would have stored their garden tools, their garden seeds, those sorts of things. So I thought it would be appropriate to move in here for the next step of this process. You can see we've got our cucumbers here in front of us. They look more like a watermelon, but they've been on the vine now for several months. They've gotten very large. So hopefully when we cut into these, they'll have some nice large seeds that we can save. So I'm going to read for you now the instructions that we have from Randolph's book. He says, most people are fond of gathering their seed from the first early fruit, leaving one cucumber on a vine nearest the heart of the plant. In August, your seeds will be ripe enough. Then cut open the cucumber and put pulp and seed into a tub, there to remain 8 to 10 days, stirring them every day to the bottom with a stick. At the expiration of that time, pour water into the tub, and by stirring it often and repeating it, the scum will rise to the top and your seed subside, which are to be dried and put into a bag, and are best when 3 or 4 years old. So we're going to cut these open. We've got this redware bowl here that we're going to put the seed in. Got a stick here that we're going to stir them with. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we've got our bowl here. It's filled with our seeds and pulp. So it created quite a bit from those 2 large cucumbers. So we're going to let this sit for about 8 to 10 days according to the instructions. Each day we're going to stir it to the bottom with a stick, and after that 8 to 10 day period we will add the water and continue the process, and we'll be able to get these dried and saved. Okay, it's been about 9 days since we harvested the cucumber, cut it open, put the seeds and the pulp into this bowl. So you can see here it's kind of reduced down to this sludge. The seeds, I've noticed, have gotten a lot larger. They've soaked up a lot of that pulpy material, the liquid from it. And so this kind of this sludge has formed on the top. So the next step in the process. Randolph says to pour water into the bowl, and hopefully the sludge will rise to the top. The seeds will subside, he says, or sink to the bottom. We can scrape that sludge off the top, drain the water, and we can then collect our seeds. They'll need to be dried, of course, and then he says to store them in a bag. And he says they're best after 3 or 4 years. So let's pour the water in and see what happens. Okay, so we've poured the water in, we've stirred like he said to do, and most of the cucumber seeds, the ones that were plumped up, that are fatter, have indeed sunken to the bottom of the bowl. On the top of the bowl, you got this skim here, as well as some of the flatter seeds that maybe didn't do as well. But the bulk of the seeds are down at the bottom of the bowl. So I'm going to go and skim this water off, pour the water off, strain it off, and collect our seeds and get them ready for drying. Okay, see, we've got our seeds here. We've got them out of the bowl. Once we put the water in, the seeds really did subside to the bottom. Like he said, the sludge came to the top. I had a scrap piece of linen here that I strained the seeds several times through, washed them several times to get all that sludge out. But the sludge, like I say, came to the top, and it was easy to scrape that off and get the seeds right out of the bottom. So I'll spread them out on this board here, set them in the windowsill of the fort in the sun for a few days and let them dry. And he says to store them in a bag, and they'll be best after 3 or 4 years. So we're going to dry these and store them and hopefully be able to plant these soon. Okay guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It was a fun little project for me to be able to take these instructions straight out of the 18th century, bring them over here to the 21st century, and give them a try. If you would like to read John Randolph's book, A Treatise on Gardening, it is available online for free through Google Books and several other websites. I'll leave a link down below in the description section if you'd like to check that out. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel here. Also, don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, as well as our website, fortdobbs.org. We'll keep you updated on everything that's going on here at the fort. So as always, stay safe, thanks for watching, and have a great day. As you can probably imagine, a bowl full of cucumber seeds and cucumber pulp sitting around a hot fort in a bowl for 10 days doesn't smell that great. So when Captain Waddell gets back from Salisbury, he's going to be ticked. So if you see him, tell him I went that way.